Have you ever sat in a G-Wagon before in the back seat? Guy like you?
Nope.
Okay. Before, you think you don't have enough room now. Your head would be hitting the ceiling and your knees would be like in your chest. So we gained about 1.6 inches of wheelbase, so we pretty much gave it pretty much to the back seat.
Yeah, well, this is much more comfortable.
Yep, yep.
Look at the back one.
And new for 2019, independent front suspension. So when we're also in G mode, it's going to stiffen up our suspension and give us a little bit more steering ability.
Now I noticed this was now they have Distronic Plus available, right?
No.
No?
The DSR, you mean?
I thought I saw it on the other one, on the 63. No? Because they have the surround camera as well.
No
surround.
surround. All right, this is what we call our New Jersey Turnpike. And so these are about 8 to 12 inch potholes. You notice it takes those pretty easily. All right, next is going to be our pretty much our lean test. Let's see if how kind of degrees we can get here in our lean test here.
Oh my.
All right, there's 23 degrees. So we can add 13 more degrees to this without it risking of rollover on your door handles. Notice we do this in clockwise, counterclockwise, so you get rolls over on your door handles instead. Now we're going to do transition over here to our incline. This is roughly a 40% incline, 40 degree incline. We can go up to 55 degrees without any problem at all. We're going to use all of our G550 has a 400 foot-pound torque motor. And you notice I'm doing this in second gear, and I'm giving it about 2% throttle, and I just sit here and motor up this hill. Have anybody driven the previous model G-Wagons?
Yeah.
What was the turn radius like?
Terrible.
Football field?
Right.
All right, normally in a regular G-Wagon, we'd have to do like at least a 3-point turn up here, but you notice with our independent front suspension, one turn.
Wow.
All right, with G mode, and also in G mode, unlike a GLS, its descent mode is using DSR, which is an ABS technology, right? Well, with our new 2019 G-Wagon, we're using gearing, we're using mechanical. 40% improvement over last year with a 293 gear. So basically my crawl mode is going to be my first gear. So I'm going to grab first gear and I'm going to go 2 feet down. I'm not going to use any pedals at all. And this is going to be our descent mode. And let's sit here and just crawl us down this hill using strictly just gearing. Stop at the bottom. Let's see what we're going to get here at the bottom. 48, 49, 50. That's about almost 50 degrees, right? So this engine gives us a little bit good power going forward, but it gives us good power going back. Just go back to drive, stick it back in first gear, and go back to our descent mode. All right, now we're going to come across our rock obstacle. Now to do this, I'm probably going to need to lock one of my transfer cases. So I'm going to lock my center transfer case. I'm going to split my power 50-50 front back. You also notice for this year, when you do that in G mode, it turns your ABS and ESP off. You guys have any idea why? It gives you that little bit of wheel slip that you need without any tearing up your axles. So let's go see how we do it. You guys ever ridden a mechanical bull before?
Yeah.
Huh? You have?
Yep.
Did you put your hand in the air when you did it? Huh? I'm giving it like 3% throttle right now, and I'm not, it's just gonna sit here and crawl all the way over the top of this stuff. All right, our next obstacle is going to be our free rollers. Okay, everybody see the long set of rollers on the left side? These are free spinning rollers like you see in a warehouse with a little section on our right. So what does that mean from our traction perspective? Got to lose traction, right? Now normally what would happen, it would have very little traction, plus it would want to turn us, right? It would want to turn the steering wheel. So I'll just do a little hands-free time here and see what happens to our steering wheel as we climb up this hill. Anybody notice any loss of traction?
Nope.
All right. This is called our anthill. This is our torsion test, right? You guys ready to do this?
Right.
All right, let's send it. Here we go. There we go, up on two wheels. And to show you how much torsional rigidity we have, I can open and close any door without the risk of not getting it back closed.
Wow.
Another great improvement over our solid front axle vehicles is with an independent front. With a solid axle, how do you think it would take the moguls? Huh? Put your mouth guard in. All right, let's see how it does. Look at the steering. I almost barely have to steer. That's how good this thing does. All right, here's our Alabama hot tub. This is about 18 inches of water. We can almost add 10 inches, just under 28 inches of water for fording. Another cool thing about G mode, watch my center cluster once we're in the water. Once we hit water, the vehicle detects we're in water. It's going to close those flaps in our motor, top of our motor, and going to limit me to 6 miles an hour. So it keeps that water from doing what? Coming up over the engine. Now my exhaust is underwater right now. So we're going to come out, and it actually knows when you're out of the water. Now our flaps are back open again. We can continue on. All right, who's ever climbed stairs before in a vehicle? Yes, no?
No.
Nope. All right, this is your first try. Here we go. Let's try it in second gear, see how we do. See how much wheel spin and wheel hop we get. It almost doesn't think we're doing it. That's second gear. Should we try first gear? Yes?
Let's go for it.
All right, let's do first gear. Let's see how we do with first gear.
Probably need back surgery on the other one.
Yeah, it's
All
still
right.
comfortable. You know, it's funny.
All right. What do you think?
Wow, it's amazing.
Pretty impressive, eh?
It's so comfortable.